Hello friends. So we have discussed about the profit and loss appropriation account. Okay. In that we have discussed about the profits. Okay. That these profits we get from profit and loss account. I've discussed about interest on capital. I've discussed about interest on drawings. Then we have interest on partner's loan. Okay. Then I have remuneration. Then we have transfer to reserves. And finally, whatever profit is left, we transfer to partners capital account, capital or current account. Okay. So these are the basic points that we have discussed in profit and loss appropriation account. Okay, how it is prepared, I have told you. We have done one practical problem on this. We will do some more practical problems. Before that, I'll discuss some journal entries regarding these points only, that how we are going to record these in the journal. We're going to discuss the journal entries regarding these points of P&L appropriation account. First of all, I'll take on interest on capital. Okay. So now, I've told you the partners introduce the capital and the firm has to pay interest on that capital to the partners. Okay. So what is this interest on capital for the firm? Because we are going to record these journal entries in the books of partnership firm. Interest on capital is an expense for the firm. So what we will do is, it is an expense for the firm. It will be debited because the rule says debit all expenses and losses. Okay. So the entry will be interest on capital account debit. Now, according to the double entry system, we need the credit. Now what will be the credit entry? We will credit this to partners capital or current account. Why? Because the firm has to pay this amount to the partners. So the partners are their creditors. It is a liability for the partnership firm. So we will credit this to partners capital or current account. And when this interest on capital is paid through profit and loss account, profit and loss appropriation account, the entry will be P&L appropriation account debit to interest on capital. Okay, for the same amount. We are paying this interest on capital through P&L appropriation account. Now, if we see the net result of this entry, what we can do is we can cancel out this interest on capital credit with interest on capital debit. So what we can get the net entry as, if we have to pass one entry for this, it will be profit and loss appropriation account debit, okay, to partners capital account. This will be one entry for this, right? Clear? This is interest on capital. Because it is an expense for the firm, it is debited, okay, because the rule says debit all expenses. Interest on capital is debited. Partners capital or current account is credited because the partners become our creditors. Now when we are paying this interest on capital, we will pay it through P&L appropriation account, okay. So interest on capital will be credited and P&L appropriation account will be debited. And if we see the net effect, we can cancel out this interest on capital account debit with the interest on capital account credit. So the single entry will come to as P&L appropriation account debit to partners capital or current account. Simple. So now let's come to the next point. So second, we have interest on drawings. Okay, now interest on drawings, what it is? Who has to pay this interest on drawings? Partner. Partner has to pay this interest on drawings to the partnership firm. It is an income for the partnership firm. Now what will happen? We have the debtors. Who are the debtors? Partners. We will say partners capital or current account debit. Why? Because they are our debtors now, okay. And what will be credited? We will credit our income, that is interest on drawings, because the rule says debit all expenses and the losses and credit all income and profits. Now interest on drawings is an income for the firm, so we will credit it, and partners become our debtors, so we will debit to the partners capital or current account. Now when we will receive this interest on drawings, the entry will be interest on drawings, because we have to close this interest on drawings account. Entry will be interest on drawings account debit to profit and loss appropriation account. Okay. Now let's see this net result. We will cancel out this credit interest on drawings with the debit interest on drawings. Okay. So what will be our net entry? It will read as partners capital account debit to P&L appropriation account. Okay, this will be the net effect. Interest on drawing, interest on capital being our expense, the entry was P&L appropriation account debit to partners capital account, and interest on drawings just the reverse entry, partners capital account debit to profit and loss appropriation account. Okay, so now we will move on to the next one. Next, now third we have remuneration to partners. Okay, I'll say remuneration in the form of salary. Now it becomes very simple for you to understand that the partnership firm is paying salary. What it is an expense for the firm. What will be the entry? Salary, or whatever the remuneration, maybe it is in the form of commission. Here it is salary, salary account debit to partners capital account. Okay, and when this salary is paid, we will say P&L appropriation account debit to what? Salary. Clear? Now, what if we have to pass a single entry? What will be the net effect? Salary debited and salary credited cancel out. What will be the net entry? P&L appropriation account debit to partners capital account. Clear? This is similar as interest on capital. Because it is an expense, we will debit it, because the rule says debit all expenses and losses and credit all income and profits. So the salary is debited. Partners capital, they become our creditors partners, so we will credit our partners capital account, and when the salary is paid, it is paid through P&L appropriation account out of the profits. So we will transfer this to P&L appropriation account. Cancelling out, we get the net effect as P&L appropriation account debit to partners capital account. Okay. So now next we have is reserves. Transfer to reserves. Okay, now the reserves, we don't deal with the partner's capital account. If we are setting aside some money from our profits, but we are not paying to the partners. Okay, we are just setting aside some money out of our profits for the business itself. So the entry will be directly profit and loss appropriation account debit to reserves, whatever the reserves are. Okay, because partners capital is nowhere involved in the reserves, because we are neither paying to the partners, or we are not neither getting from the partners. Okay, so what we will do is we will directly debit the P&L appropriation account and credit the reserves account. Okay, so this is transfer to reserves, and what we finally get is, if you remember the profit and loss appropriation account, on the credit side we have the net profit that we get from the profit and loss account, and on the debit side what we have is interest on capital, then the remuneration paid to the partners, then the transfer to reserves. On the credit side we have interest on drawings, and finally whatever profit is left is to be divided among the partners. So finally we have transfer to partners. This is basically profit. Okay, now this entry will be simple profit and loss appropriation account debit, because whatever the left with the profits we will distribute to partners capital or current account. Okay, this will be the amount of profit and amount of profit left to be distributed. Okay, simple. So these are the journal entries regarding the profit and loss appropriation account. Interest on capital, it is an expense, we will debit it. Partners capital, partners become our creditors, so we will credit the partners capital or current account. P&L appropriation account to interest on capital account when the interest on capital is paid. Then interest on drawings is an income for the partnership firm. The entries will be absolutely reverse. Then remuneration to partners, say salary, it is again an expense. It is just treated like an interest on capital. Then transfer to reserves, the partners capital has no role in this, because we are neither giving to the partners nor we are getting something from the partners. So the entry will be directly P&L appropriation account debit to reserves account. Then finally whatever we are left with the profits, they will be transferred to the partners capital or the current account. Okay, so these are the journal entries relating to P&L appropriation account. Now one more small point we have. There is a point that if the firm is paying rent to a partner, it is a partner's building where they are running the partnership business, and out of the partnership firm they are paying a rent to a partner. Okay, so suppose they are paying 5,000 per month as the rent to the partner. Now what will happen? Just tell me, rent is a charge against profit, or it is an appropriation of profit? What it is? Now suppose the firm is paying rent to a partner. It is a partner's building where they are running the firm. Now the firm in a particular year is into losses. What will the firm say? The firm will ask the partner that because I am running into losses, I can't pay you the rent. The partner will say, no, definitely not. You are using my space, you have to pay rent. I don't know whether you are earning the profits or you are into losses. So that means that rent has to be paid whether the partnership firm is earning profits or the partnership firm is into losses. They will have to pay the rent to the partner. Now if they have to pay rent, it can't be an appropriation of profit. It is a charge against profit, because you have to pay it whether you are earning profits or not. Now because it is a charge against profit, what will happen? It will appear in P&L appropriation account or the P&L account. It will appear in profit and loss account and not in P&L appropriation account. Very important, keep this in mind, that if anything is a charge against profit, we have to charge it in the profit and loss account and not in the profit and loss appropriation account. Profit and loss appropriation account is prepared when the profits are to be distributed among the partners. Okay, if there is anything that has to be paid, whether there are profits or the losses, then it is a charge against profit and not an appropriation of profit. This is one rent. Before that, in the previous lectures, I told you one more point, that was interest on partner's loan, that it has to be paid whether there are profits in the firm or there are losses. The firm has to pay interest on loan. Okay, so two things are a charge against profit: interest on partner's loan, second is rent paid to a partner. Very important, keep this in mind. So we have discussed the journal entries regarding the P&L appropriation account, and we have discussed about rent paid to a partner. You should know these journal entries, because through these journal entries the preparation of P&L appropriation account becomes very easy. It becomes very crystal clear that the particular account has to be debited or credited. Okay, so you can write these down, journal entries.